Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How is everybody today? Hope you're well. Yeah, I mean you can see by the thumbnail today. There's obviously been some very sad news. Certainly for the world of entertainment and certainly Manchester City fans. We know that Eddie Large was a massive blow, and yeah, it's a real shame. It really is. But what a funny man, and with Sid Little, yeah, they were just absolutely amazing. So what I want to do today, I'll just put that in there, is just pay our respects really to the man that was Eddie Large, and some wonderful stories. And just looking back this afternoon in particular, going over stuff and thinking, I remember my parents. I'm a nana talking about them, and because I grew up in Wythenshawe, Woodhouse Park, and saying I can going back thinking as a kid and thinking Woodhouse Park. Yeah. So I started doing a little bit of research when I found out that sadly he'd passed, and yeah, he was. There was where they met, and some of the pubs. I mean, pubs that I grew up around. I was too young to go in, but certainly pubs I know very well, or I knew back then that all of them are there. So yeah, real shame. He was such a the pair of them as a comedy duo were wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So let me just quickly say hello to everybody. See who is on. Alex is on. Hi all. How are we doing? Hi, says Kamal. Jack Lee. Hello, Andy. How are you, buddy? Martin's on. How are you, mate? Good afternoon, everyone. How are we all? Eugene McGeever. Rest in peace, Eddie Large. Good, thanks, Martin, says Jack Lee. Sad loss today. Rest in peace to Eddie Large. Thoughts and prayers with his family and loved ones, absolutely. Hi, Martin. Hope you're good, buddy. Bright blue skies in my town. Just pity the curfew is on, so can't get out. Martin, good stuff, Jack. Catherine Killian with Sean. Good afternoon, everyone. Sean and Catherine, how are you? Martin says, chin up, Alex, buddy. We will get through it. Hashtag together. Kiam, hi, everyone. Rest in peace, Eddie. Rest in peace, Eddie. Rest in peace, Eddie, says Jack Lee and Robert Lang. Good afternoon. Hope you're well, Sean. Catherine, up the blues. Robert Lang, rest in peace, Eddie. Robert Lang, hi, Andy. How are you? Catherine Killian and Sean. If you don't know, Martin is Sean. Catherine. If you don't know, Martin is Sean. Catherine. Don't know what that means. Zidane, Phil Spencer, hi. Robert Lang, hi, Martin, and Kiam as well. Evening, lads. Tom Hudson's on. Zidane, rest in peace, Eddie. Zidane says, hi, Kiam. Mingy Wong, hi, Andy. How are you, Mingy Wong? Beyond belief. Good to see everyone is still alive. Afternoon, everybody. Keep strong, everyone. Positive times are coming. I think it's going to get a little bit worse than before it gets better, sadly. But hey, Eddie Large. Well, obviously, Eddie Large has taken a lot of the news today, certainly among City fans on social media, in the news, and things like that. And yeah, he was a real character, a real character. Obviously, here is the image of him with Sid Little. And I'm sure a lot of you younger City fans who are on the channel won't know who Little and Large is. Certainly, if you're not in the UK, you might have seen the odd thing. I think he was on Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway not so long ago, a few years back. But yeah, apparently the regular act, it started, there were regulars at Woodhouse Park Labour Club, which was on Selstead Road. And if you don't know where Selstead Road was, it was off Portway. Portway is the main road that runs through Wythenshawe, and certainly, well, runs through Woodhouse Park in particular. Selstead Road is one that used to run off towards the airport. And Eddie Large's mother ran the off licence on Minsterley Parade. Now, my nana used to live in the flats, the big tall flats that were on Minsterley Parade. But yeah, and his niece run the Red Beret pub on Portway in Wythenshawe. So three main areas there: so Woodhouse Park Labour Club, Minsterley Parade and Red Parade were all within like a 1 minute, 2 minute walking distance of each other. I didn't realise that his mother ran the off licence on Minsterley Parade. I wonder what year that was to, and whether I'd ever even gone in there as a young kid, walking through Minsterley Parade most days, because my school was facing there. My lower school was Poundswick Lower School, and then obviously Poundswick High School, but Minsterley Parade was opposite the school. But they began their career in 1963 when they met at the Stonemasons Arms pub in Wythenshawe. And I'm thinking, Stonemasons Arms? I don't remember the Stonemasons Arms when I was there. But Eddie Large, he moved, he was originally born in Glasgow in 1941, but moved to a red brick terraced house opposite Main Road, the football stadium, obviously, when he was 10, and came to regard Manchester as his hometown. And he attended Claremont Road Primary School, which was just next to Main Road. Obviously, Sid Little, which was his big partner in crime for many, many years, they met in Blackpool in 1942, or he was born, sorry, in 1942, and later moved to Wythenshawe, where he attended Yew Tree Secondary Modern School, Yew Tree School, which was, he used to play football against them quite a lot. Yeah, they were regulars once they'd got their double act up and running at Bernard Manning's Embassy Club, for those who remember it, in Harper Hay. And I think it was the Opportunity Knocks television show that gave them their big break in 1971. And they went on to, they got a series with Thames Television, which offered them their own series. And in the 70s in particular, that's when I remember them, not when they first formed. But right up until 1991, when their final show was dropped by the BBC, they were on our telly as kids constantly, all of the time. Yeah, it was just a real throwback to my youth as a young kid, sort of a 7-year-old, 8, 9-year-old. They were always on the telly. They were the sort of the number one duo. I mean, Eddie Large in particular, because it was a bit like the Morecambe and Wise show, where Eric and Ernie, Eric played the bit of the goon, and Ernie always played the straight man. It was a bit the same sort of formula, with Eddie Large being the gregarious, loud person, and Sid Little playing the straight man. But Eddie Large was very, very talented, played musical instruments, and also was a wonderful, wonderful, what's the word? Lost my train of thought now. Thinking about Eddie Large, which was he was great impersonator. He could do all different voices, everything from Johnny Cash to American presidents to Elvis to you name it. He was brilliant at that. So really, really sad day. It is, but he was a massive Blue, absolutely huge City fan. And there's lots of articles out there. You can go and read it in all the books. I'm sure there are plenty of books about the history of Manchester City, where the days you'll be able to read about the fact of in 1981, Eddie was invited into the dugout at Villa Park as City took on Ipswich Town in the semi-final. I was there at that semi-final. I was actually there. And you had the in the Kippax, in the old days of the Kippax, he had a bit of a real sort of love relationship with John Bond when he was the manager, and often he would be invited to sit just outside. I don't think he was necessary. I think he did on one occasion he sat in the dugout, but he generally sit next to the dugout with the remaining staff, and the Kippax would often shout, "Eddie, Eddie, give us a wave," and of course, he always did. He was one of those. So a lot of people will have all their memories. People older than me that will remember even potentially seeing the likes of Eddie Large and, well, let's say Little and Large, if that's if you're old enough to remember. I must admit, I've never saw them live. It was just from the television when I was a kid. I never seen either of them, even though Eddie Large went on the circuit and things like that. I still did quite a few stand-up shows on his own when the whole thing finished and moved to Bristol. So yeah, real sad day. It was a sad day. There's a picture obviously here with Billy McNeil. He always reminds me when he talks. He always reminds me of Jason Manford. Jason Manford, or I should say, Jason Manford reminds me when he talks of Eddie Large in his mannerisms and things like that. Maybe not his hair, but yeah, he was loved around City. He was a massive, massive Manchester City fan. And our condolences go out to his family. Sadly, he was in hospital already with heart problems, heart failure, and contracted coronavirus. And sadly, that expedited his demise from this world, which is it's a very, very sad. But I was just driving home before, and I was listening to Talksport, and Hawksby and Jacobs were reading out some quote tweets and things from famous people who were in the world of comedy. Jason Manford for one, and many others, like Rory Bremner, and they said this last tweet he posted was, "I've been following City for 67 years, and in that time, I've had heart problems, liver problems, pancreatitis. I've had this, I've had that, I've had the other. Is it any wonder following Manchester City?" And I think that sums up the man and sums up Man City fans in general. But anyway, let me just go back and read some of your comments before we move on. Where was I up to? Langkow, hello, Robert Lang. Hey, Kiam, when is your next FIFA episode? It should hopefully be tonight if Kiam has not already posted that. Whose big birthday is it tomorrow? I have no idea, mate. I meant Sean Catherine because I think Martin just thinks it's Catherine. I don't know what that means. Mingy Wong, not bad. Thanks. Just been watching Man City in 1977 on YouTube. Players like Joe Royal, Paul Power, Joe Corrigan. Wow, some blast from the past. 1977 was my first match. March 1977 versus Norwich in a 2-0 win. And Dennis Stewart scored both goals. Robert Lang, hi Martin, how you doing, mate? Alex, this is the first time I've heard of Eddie Large, to be honest. This live stream is educational for me. It will be for a lot of people because he's not been on our screens for years and years. Like I said, I think he was on Ant Deck's Saturday Night Takeaway a few years ago, but it's not something I watch, but I heard that on the radio. But other than that, if anybody has any memories of watching him and seeing him, maybe at Bernard Manning's Embassy Club or, the Golden Garter, if there's one, if anybody was born in Wythenshawe, in Woodhouse Park, or around the surrounding areas of Wythenshawe, when I was a kid, there was a big, facing the Wythenshawe Market, there was used to be a big venue called the Golden Garter, and all the big stars used to play there. I'm sure Little and Large would have played there when I was a kid. I'm sure they would have done. But all the big stars used to play there. Maybe not world stars, but the famous people, comics, certainly in the days of, in the 70s when I was growing up, all the big comics would have played there, singers and things like that. So if anybody remembers the Golden Garter in Wythenshawe, there you go. That's a blast from the past. I had to drag that out of my memory there, the Golden Garter. Good afternoon, everyone. Leonard, how are you? Hope everyone's safe. It's Gabriel Jesus' birthday tomorrow. Yes, it is his birthday tomorrow. The Embassy Club, yeah. Hi, Paul Standall. How are we all? Not been on for a while. Everything is a bit manic at the moment with all this virus stuff. Sad news about Eddie Large. Massive fan as a kid back in the early 80s. Yeah, Bernard Manning was a big blue. He was. Yeah, Gabby Jesus was born the same year as me. Wow, Gabby is turning 21. Gabby's 22, isn't he? I think he's 23, isn't he? I've got a feeling he's 23. Gabby's turning 23 tomorrow. Gabby's turning 23. Michael Feeney, I just want to say you are all doing a great job at Man City Fan TV. Andy Martin and all City as a City fan since 81. Sad news about Eddie Large. Part of my youth. God rest him, Michael. Thank you, Michael Feeney, for that. For both your comment about us and also your comment about Eddie Large. Cheers. Andy's got the same birthday as Gabby. How do you know I've got the same birthday? Tom Hudson, he has. Actually, I'll run down. That's who I was meaning. Andy's birthday is more important than Gabby. What's Andy doing for his birthday? Oh, yeah. Going out for a walk. What we do? Rest in peace, Eddie. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Danny Miller. Catherine, I've had a really bad day. I'm sorry to hear that. We all have them. I had one the other day. It was great all the rest of the week, and something hit a bit of a brick wall, and things, work-wise and news and bits and pieces, and I just hit a brick wall on Tuesday, and just thought, God, what a crap day I'm having. So I got drunk, went to bed, woke up yesterday, right as rain, and yeah, it's what it is. We have to crack on with it. Danny Miller, a Liverpool fan now. Beyond belief, he died from cardiovascular disease, not COVID. Well, anyone that come on, beyond belief, we're not going into that. We're only reading what the reports are. Please, you did do an autopsy on him, so you don't know. We're only reading what the papers have said and what his family have said. And his family said that he contracted COVID whilst in hospital when he was also in hospital for cardiovascular disease. So we can only suggest that. You're saying they're lying. So let's not go into that, please. Sorry, playing FIFA with my lad as I watch. FIFA Live tonight is 8:30. There you go, episode 19. There is no standardized COVID testing, it's standard respiratory illness. Oh, stop it. Stop it. I can tell you, everybody on the planet, all die of exactly the same thing, BB. Everybody dies from hypoxia. Everybody. Simple fact. Physiological fact. Everyone dies from hypoxia. So if you want to put hypoxia on a death certificate, everybody should have hypoxia on the death certificate, because that's what everybody dies of. Right, who's winning, Martin? God bless Eddie Large. Love sitting in the City dugout. John McGinnis says, Martin, is he thrashing you? Probably. 1-1. God, Kian needs to up his game, mate. Yes, Kian, I'll join you in your sick. I'll join in your sick at FIFA. Who you playing? Close then. Get the win, mate. Is everybody all right today? Can they not type? Who you playing, Martin? Martin's probably playing with Chelsea. It's COVID testing deliberately inadequate. Oh, BB, sorry, mate. Sorry, I'm going to put you in a timeout because this is not a political. It's not a political debate. It's Man City Fan TV. Sorry, mate. I love you to bits, but I've warned you 3 or 4 times. So rest in peace, Eddie Large. I remember seeing him regularly sat on the bench. Crazy days. He used to wear a blue shell suit top. Regards to his family, says Trick Cyclist. He did. I'm Chelsea. Yes, my lad is Adidas 11. Happy birthday, Andy. It's not my birthday, Robert. You could have been City, you glory supporter, nearly as bad as Tom Walker. Martin, the Chelsea fan, happy birthday, Andy. It's not my birthday. I don't know why people keep saying it's my birthday. Good evening, peasants. Ivor's on. How are you? Andy, give us a wave. There you go. I've given you a wave, Catherine. Rob remember speaking to Eddie Large on Wembley Way in '84 before a cup final. Lovely guy. Wow. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, everybody who comes across him, you only have to. I know you get the outpourings after somebody dies, but everybody said he was a wonderful, wonderful person. Never met him myself, so I can't say. But Dashin Digne, hello, Mr. Andy. Sorry I'm late. I've had bad news. A family member passed away this morning. I'm so sorry, so sorry to hear that, Cal. Keep your chin up, buddy. There's not much more I can say. I am so sorry to hear that news. Eye swollen gum. Hi mate, how are you? I'm all right. City Mad 2, City Mad. Big Saturday night show, 15 million viewers. Eddie and Sid in the 80s. Rest in peace. Yeah. Dashing Dinier, sorry to hear that, mate. Stay safe. Right, okay. We're going to move on quickly because we're going to all end up in tears here because of the bad news today of Eddie Large. And obviously, we've got other people in the world that are dying from whatever it is. And this is not a political channel, and we're not going to accept all that nonsense. If you want to go over, there's plenty of other channels out there that will tell you they're experts on COVID and things like that. Go and debate it with them. So anyway, Stephen Turney, rest. I think that's a P missing there, Stephen. Rest in peace. Sorry to hear that, Cal. God bless, says Tom Hudson. Yeah, his buddy. Keep your chin up, mate. Yeah, sorry to hear that, buddy. Really am. One of my cousins has contracted the COVID, but luckily not too serious at the minute. That's good. Thanks, Andy, and everyone. You can always cheer me up. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Just keep your chin up, buddy. It's difficult. He had a heart transplant 17 years ago. He did. He'd done a lot of charity work for the British Heart Foundation. That's what ultimately he was in hospital for. But anyway, it is what it is. Moving on, just try and brighten everybody up, because obviously starting the stream with the whole Eddie Large thing is one thing, but let's see if we can try and brighten everybody up. What we're going to do is going to go for a bit of Spot the Ball. Spot the Ball is back with this 9 this time, so there's no prize on offer. It's a bit of fun. That's all it is today. It's just a bit of fun. So we'll have a look at Spot the Ball. Now, if you haven't been ones that have not followed Spot the Ball in the last episode that we ran it on, then what you have to do is a ball. It's an image of a picture where there's been a ball is in there, as you can see. This one with Micah Richards. It's not squared off like this one. All we've done is we've put 4 balls in the same image. One of them is over the real ball, and we've numbered them 1 to 4. And all you have to do is just simply guess: is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? And then I will reveal where it is. So this time it's just a little bit of fun. There's no prize in it. So we're going to start it in 30 seconds, just after I've gone back to your comments. I'll leave it up on the screen, and then I'll leave it up for around about 30 seconds or so, and you can all post your numbers, whatever it is, and just for a bit of fun, keep your own score. Keep your own score, and then tell us what you think it was, and how many did you get right out of 9. There are 9 of them this time around. So let me go back to your comments, and hopefully this will bring just a little bit of light relief to end this particular vlog on Thursday evening. Andy, your thought on footballers' pay cuts? Well, one that should happen. It should happen if footballers are making that much money. But then again, I'd like to see others doing far more. I'd like to see, I'm not even going to go into this debate, because I spent 2 hours this morning arguing about Richard Branson on Facebook with Virgin Atlantic crew, who are friends of mine who fly for them, all over that side of it. And my thoughts are all sorts of things, and it's only an opinion. Don't mean to say I'm right or I'm wrong, it's just an opinion. And I just think people who are at that level of money that has been taken out the game, and rightly so on occasions, things like that. But I think they can do more. I think they need to all decide on what they're going to do. If they don't want to give money and take pay cuts, then they don't need to take pay cuts. But what I dislike, and what I do dislike, is one, the Premier League worrying so much about them having to pay back money to Sky, to BT, to international broadcasting organisations. They should be doing far more, so they can quite easily defer payments until football resumes next year, let's say. Premier League shouldn't be worrying about this type of thing when they've got £1.5 billion in the bank, in their own bank account. So they're not short of a few quid. And what are they doing themselves about donating and making, to the NHS or whoever? You've then got the PFA, who only look after themselves and the players anyway. Gordon Taylor, he's always been a source of controversy in everything that comes up with the PFA. They can have £1 million to £3 million paintings hanging on the walls at PFA headquarters and things like that. People say it's an investment. Well, yeah, that might be, yeah. But in a time like this, what are they doing about it? Because they make plenty of money. And is Gordon Taylor not on £3-4 million a year? A year? £3-4 million a year? Jesus Christ, for what? For what? And then you've got agents and the PFA telling players not to do anything right now, to go through the PFA and go through the agents, which I find is very distasteful. So the whole talk of it for me is, like I said, look at the vlog I did on proposals for this season. I just find the whole thing distasteful. I really, really do. But like I said on the vlog, wherever money is involved, that's what's going to happen. That is, everyone's going to look after it. It's all going to be about me, and me. And that's the way it is. But thankfully, we do have some good people in the world. We do have some good footballers. We've seen managers like Pep Guardiola and others donating money. We've seen Sane. We've seen others donating money and things like that. So there are good people out there. I just find the whole organisational side of things very distasteful. Really distasteful when you've got agents and the PFA saying, don't do anything yet, come through us. It's almost like, we'll get you the best deal and we'll do this, that and the other. It's horrible. It is horrible when there's so much money sloshing around in players' pockets. And then you've got the likes of Tottenham owner Joe Lewis, who is an exile in Bahamas, putting all his regular staff who work for Tottenham Hotspur on furlough. So that means that the deferred payments that he should be making to them every month, the government have to pick up 80% of that. And he gets away with paying. It's almost like a free ride while he sits back in his tax exile. But he's happy to pay Daniel Levy £7 million, £4 million and £3 million in bonuses or whatever else, and all his players on 150, 200 grand a week. Quite happy to pay them. But the regular man on the street has to sit there and then go and apply. Remember, apply for this. So it's not like suddenly overnight, and this week or next week or the week after, when they get regular payments, whether it's weekly, 2 weekly, bi-weekly or monthly, they've got to apply for all this, which means they don't get anything until maybe May or June, maybe, to apply to get 80% back of their salary. While he sits back in his luxury pad in Bahamas, pays no tax pays tax through Tottenham, but not on his personal wealth because he's a tax exile. Yeah, I find it completely distasteful, absolutely disgusting. And if out of all of the industries in the world, you have got people, some footballers around the world earning 30, 40 million pounds a year. If it was me, I'd be like, you know what? I'm not taking a penny until football resumes. And put it all back into the NHS. I'll put it all back into my country's NHS. I'll put it into whatever. I don't care what it is. I just find it distasteful because I'm not buying into this. I earn £40 million a year, so my lifestyle means that I need £40 million a year to sustain it. That's bullshit, and it's a bullshit argument. Totally bullshit. Now, if you're somebody on £1,000 a week in Division 2, yeah, I can see that. I can totally get that. But the others who are at the top end of earning tens of millions of pounds every year, not just through football, but through sponsorships and everything else, if they can't just at this moment in time take a step back and say, you know what, don't pay me. I don't need the money for 3, 4, 6 months. I don't need any. Tell you what, I don't need any money for the rest of this year. Donate my salary to the NHS or to the Belgian NHS or the French or the Italian or the German or whatever they want to do with it. Yeah, it's disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. It is for me. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I just think it's disgusting. But anyway, it is what it is, and we all have to crack on. So anyway, let's get away from all that because that's not what tonight's vlog was going to be about. It was going to be about a bit of a montage and a bit of a rest in peace to Eddie Large, and then on to Spot the Ball as a bit of a light-hearted fun. So anyway, we're going to move on to that. Missing the footy bad. Yeah, I'm not. I'll be honest with you. I don't miss the footy. I miss the football. I don't miss the politics of it. I think one thing since this. I think one thing that's since this has happened, it's made me realise that it's just football is corrupt. It is just corrupt at the highest levels. Organisations just look after themselves. It's all they're interested in, and maybe there was a bit of naivety in me thinking, oh no, there'll be football organisations don't give a flying shite about anybody except for themselves. It's all to do with money, and that is it. I don't care what they are. But anyway, let me just quickly read this, then we'll go into this, and then I'm going. Thanks, Tom, mate. Anytime, mate. Always, lad. Mancy Fancy brought this together, lad. I do pay again. That nickname means arse in my language. Do pay to Jean's laughing. Ming Wong, I think Geordie accent is quite good. Dialect Ming Wong is at Newcastle. True Geordie. Hi, Andy and Blues Mark the Blue. How are you? Alexander Savage. Hi, Chris. How are you, Chris? How are you, buddy? Evening, Chris, mate. Is the Villa keeper well? That's one that's got the virus. I don't know, Alex. Spurs, Norwich and Newcastle have made themselves look very, very bad here. Yeah, they have. Hey, guys, I'm all right. Thanks. Good. Chris, thank you, Andy. You seem frustrated, Andy, mate. Let's not get too deep into negative stuff. The media's already trying to fuel us with depressive stuff. I agree. Football is messed up. I'm not depressed, mate. I'm frustrated. Just I was answering a simple question that I was asked on the channel. Yeah, pissed off with it. Yeah, of course I am. Absolutely pissed off with it. I think it's disgraceful. And football will never be the same again. in my opinion. Never be the same again. Hopefully, it'll be better. That I very much doubt. I do doubt it because something needs to change. We need to reset not only the world, we need to reset football as well. Sadly, I don't think that'll happen though. But anyway, there are more important things to think about, and hopefully, a little bit of spot the ball will move us away from all this negativity, and we'll go on to spot the ball. So I'm going to bring them up in a minute, and I'm going to say start. And when you see the word start underneath it, give me your number. I don't want anything else. Just give me your number, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then I will write stop. And anything after that, you won't be included. But I'm going to be giving it to you guys, to trust you guys to look after your own scores. So, are we ready? Here is the first one. I'll move the Man City logo out the way for these so that you can see them. So, here you go. Is the number 1, 2, 3, or 4? So you can crack on and give us your numbers. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? And I'll give you the answer this time. I'll give you the answer after each one because nobody's keeping score of it. So I'll give you the answer after each one. Ivor says 14. Alex is going for 2. Martin is going for 2. Chris Baker is going for 1. Shadow Rundown is going for 2. Mingy Wong is going for 2. Iona Beats is going for 3. Mervyn Thomas is going for 1. I can't even remember which one it was, this. Ah, okay, yeah. Ocean Rage is going for 2. Mark the Blue's going for 3. Ivor's going for 2. Interesting. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds and I'm going to write stop. Okay, so there you go. Stop. So we had a few of you on there. Let's see. What was the winner? The winner was, there you go, number 3. Whoever had number 3, you get yourselves a point. There you go. So give yourself a point. Who did we have on there? We had Iona Beats had 3. Mark the Blue had 3. Oh, Tricky Cyclist, Willie Donachie 3. Oh, you were a bit late there, but go on, you can have it, seeing as though there's no prize involved in there. So we've got 3 of you getting the correct answer, so well done. Right, on to the second one. And what I will do is I will write start. And then when I bring this up, the second one is coming up now. So you can start now. Let's see what else is on. I like your voice, mate. Catherine Killian with Sean thinks it's 2. Alexander Savage, only Mark the Blue. Well done. No, it wasn't Mark the Blue because Mark the Blue got 3. Iona Beats got 3. And we gave Trick Cyclist it, but even though, because there's no prize, you wouldn't have got in there if it wasn't. If there was a prize in, you would have been out of it. But we'll give you that Trick Cyclist. So 3 of you got that one right. But this one, so far, we've got Catherine Killian with Sean 2. Alexander Savage, oh no. Kiam saying he'll have a go. Ivor, VAR please, Defo 2. Kiam saying 2. Shadow Rundown 3. Tom Hudson 4. Chris Baker 4. Mingy Wong 3. Ocean Rage 4. Mervyn Thomas 3. Mark the Blue 2. This is going to be interesting. Okay. So I'm going to count you down. Big Joe Corrigan, 1. Alex says 2 as well. I'm going to count you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Leonard London says 3. Right, let's take a look. Here we go. So let's bring up, was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? The answer was, the answer was 4. There it is. The answer was 4. So who got that right? Tom Hudson said 4. Chris Baker said 4. Ocean Rage said 4. So 3 of you. Tom, Chris, and Ocean Rage, you were correct. There you go. So well done for that one. So there you go. So keep a note of how many you get right. I'm not taking scores, but we're going to move on, and we're going to move on to number 3. So here is Martin. You're too late, mate. Said stop. You have to keep up, buddy. Master number 3 is coming up now. So you can start after that. Yeah, Martin's far too late. He's about half an hour late. I'm going to call you Daddy. Somebody taking the piss here. Ooh, Alberto Rodriguez. It's a fix, YouTube. Who knows? I'm never late. Yeah, you are, mate. Empty. Oh, there you go. It finally come out. Bless him. Oh, bless. He tried to be nice and then be nice to me and then came out with the Etihad. I mean, they're so predictable, bless them. But anyway, is this one 1, 2, 3, or 4? See what some of you are saying. Alexander says 2. Catherine says 3. 1, remember it hitting his arm. Kiam says 2. Trick cyclist Kenny Clements 2. Get rid of this Alberto. Oh, we'll leave him for now. Bless him, little socks. Oh, actually, yeah, he's a bit boring. Yeah, let's just get rid of him. Chris Baker says 1. Mark the Blue says 2. Ocean Ray says 2. Tom Hudson says 3. Mingy 1. Martin says 1. Okay, I'm going to count you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. He scored with his legs. I don't think he scored with his legs. He scored with his elbow. Leonard London says 4. Martin is the rules. Kiam. Look at them empty seats. Tut. He scored with his arse in from this angle. Right. Okay, so let's see. What was the answer to this particular one? The answer is... the answer is 2. There you go. You can see it. The answer is clearly number 2. So let's see who got number 2. Alex got 2. Kiam got 2. Trick Cyclist got 2. Mark the Blue got 2. Ocean Rage got 2. 3.2. There you go. So a few of you got that one right, so well done. So we'll remove that particular one and we'll move on to the next one. The next one is coming up now and I'll click start. Bloody stupid game this. Poor Martin. He's not very good at it, is he? Bless him. Tom Hudson, got to shoot now, lads. Got one right, so I'll take that. Take care. Yeah, you take care, buddy. Okay. See you, Gary. We're on to the next one. This is number 4. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Sergio. So what we got so far? Martin thinks it's 4. Catherine thinks it's 4. Alexander Savage thinks it's 4. Take care, Gary or Tom. Shadow Rundown thinks it's 1. Chris Baker thinks it's 4. Kiam thinks it's 4. Here's here, here's everywhere. Tommy Booth. Number 4 says Trick Cyclist Mingy Wong. 4. Leonard thinks it's 3. Mark the Blue thinks it's 2. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay. So, number 4. Let's take a look at the answer to number 4. It was number 1. There you go. There's the picture. Who got number 1? Shadow Rundown got number 1. Everybody else got it wrong. Oh no, that was Ocean Rage. We're a bit late. We'll give you 2, but you're wrong. Luke Cage, you're a bit late. 3, you're wrong. Phyllis, 3, you're wrong. Yeah, Luke, we did a bit on him earlier, mate. You can watch it back. Shadow Rundown is the only one who got it right. So there they were. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was the answer, number 1. So well done, mate. Well done, buddy. I think the only one getting it right. Right, let's move on to number 5. Here's a good old school one for you. So here we go. Starting now. Told you bloody stupid this, says Martin. Yeah, you're rubbish at it, mate. If it was Chelsea, you'd probably get 9 out of 9. This game is rigged. How was it rigged? They don't even know. They don't even know what it is. Okay, so you've started. There you go. You know who that is, don't you? Who's the player in the background? Who is the player in the background? There is no prize for this, Alexander. Stop having a titty lip. There is no prize for this. Listen, you got 2 ears. And you got 10 fingers, or 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. Stop using those in that order and use your 2 ears, buddy. There is no prize for this. It's a bit of fun. So is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Martin says 3. Chris Baker says 2. Catherine says 2. Cyclist Perry Suckling, number 1. Shadow Rundown, number 3. Ocean Rage 2. I would love the Mike Blues of Chelsea. We know you do. Mark the Blue 4. Mingy Wong 3. Kiam says 3. David White in the background. Prize is me doing a vlog tomorrow. Oh, God. Everyone just scarpers. Right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Does look a little bit like Gareth Barry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Right, let's go and take a look at what you've got. So, Martin says 3, Chris Baker 2, Catherine 2, Trick Cyclist Perry Suckling number 1, Shadow Rundown number 3, Ocean Rage 2, Mark the Blue 4, Mingy Wong 3, Kiam 3, Leonard says 3, Alex says 3. So, which was it? Let's take a look. It was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? It was number 3. There you go. It was number 3. So well done, those who've got number 3. Excellent. So who got number 3? Let's see. Martin. Oh, Martin's got one. Oh, he must have cheated. Shadow Rundown 3. Mingy Wong 3. Kiam got 3. Leonard got 3. Alex got 3. There you go. Classy brother kits. Yeah, they were nice brother kits, I must admit. But there you go. So on to the next one. And here we go with the next one. Ooh. Get this one and stay fashionable. We're starting now. Every time I don't find the answer, I think of VAR. I'm blowing my pistol. Here you go. Martin says, what an amazing game. Oh, I used to love it as a kid. But anyway, here you go. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? So your 30 seconds have started already. And I will count you down from 10. So get your numbers in now. Catherine thinks it's 4. Alex thinks it's 3. Shadow Rundown thinks it's 2. Martin thinks it's 2. Chris thinks it's 2. Michael Franchek, 3. Tricyclist. Mark the Blue thinks it's 3. Ocean Rage thinks it's 4. Mingyu Wong 2. Martin thinks 1. Martin thinks 2. Martin can bugger off because he's taken his first answer, which is 2. He's on 3 and 4. There you go. Shall we just remove him? Shall we put him in training in isolation? Leonard thinks it's 3. And we're going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay. So, master number 6. We clearly have Dele Alli there jumping for the ball. Was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Well, here you go. The answer was number 4. There you go. It was just going onto his head. And it was number 4. So, who got number 4 right? Sure, Catherine, well done. You got it right. Anybody else? Yeah, Ocean Rage got 4. Martin didn't get 4. He got nothing. No spamming. Yeah, he's garbage at this game, isn't he? A bit like that racing game. Rubbish at that as well. So well done to Ocean Rage and well done to Catherine. You were the only 2 to get it right. So excellent. Very good. Oh, typo, I meant 4. Fix that. Yeah, 2 garbage ones in a row, you mean, Martin. Right, moving on to 3 to go, and this is number 7. Ooh, now is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? We're starting now. 2 in a row. You definitely haven't got 2 in a row. You've got, 2 losses in a row. Games are for children, Yeah, this is why you should be right up your street, this. Are you not the one playing a children's game? FIFA. I mean, you can see Deli's sweat. What did you write before? All right, okay. Yeah, yeah. Right, Shadow Rundown goes for 2. Chris Baker's going for 1. Leonard's gone for 2. Ocean's gone for 2. Catherine's gone for 2. Martin's gone for 1. Oh, he's copying you now, Chris. He was copying mine on the horse racing thing the other night, and now he's copying you. Eugene McGeever's 3. Alex goes for 1. Kian goes for 1. Mingy 1 goes for 2. Mark the Blue goes for 2. Ooh, right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ivor's going for 3, 2, 1. Stop. There you go. So that's number 7. Where was number 7? Let's see. Was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? It was number 2. There you go. Just onto the crossbar. Number 2. So, well done. Who got number 2? So let's see. We got Shadow Rundown got 2. Leonard got 2. Ocean got 2. Catherine got 2. Martin's garbage again. Kiam's garbage. Mingy Wong 2. Mark the Blue 2. There you go. Well done, you lot. Right. Excellent. So, we're ready to start the next one. So, we get rid of these and we're going on to, we have 2 left. Keep a note of your own scores. There you go. So, this is number 8. It's the Ginger Prince. It's Kevin De Bruyne. So what are you going for with KDB? I've got 3 answers right so far. I'm on fire. Well done, mate. That's 3 out of 8. That's good. That's decent scoring. But can you get Kevin De Bruyne's? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Get in, says Catherine. Oh, I've not got one right yet. Right, I'm off to search the cheat for this game. It's the only way to complete fairly. At least nobody can say I knew the answers are rubbish. Jack Lee thinks 2. Shadow Rundown thinks 1. Chris Baker thinks 1. Alex thinks 2. Catherine thinks 1. Oh, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So far, testing. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3 or is it 4? Eugene McGeever goes for 3. Kian thinks it's 3. Oh, now we're getting them in. Leonard thinks it's 4. Ocean thinks it's 4. Ivor thinks it's 4. Mark the Blue thinks it's 2. Mingy Wong thinks it's 4. Marcus Mosiah Garvey thinks it's 4. Right, I'm going to count you down. Shadow Rundown thinks it's 1. Yeah, I know, we saw yours before. Okay, so we're going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. He's copies everybody, mate. 3, 2, 1. Don't worry, Leonard. He's just copies everybody. Like a City game with all these 1, 2s. It is. Right, so was it 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the penultimate one? Here we go. It was number 2. There you go. His eyes are right on it, but the other player's eyes, that's why I choose these, are on different things. So I choose the ones where the eyes don't always give you a clue. But there you go. The answer is number 2. God, look at all. Anyone count those seats? Sure, there's some empty seats there. Must be. Oh, there's a couple. I can see a couple up there. Definite empty seats there. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. There you go. So let's see who got number 2. On that one, it was Jack Lee got number 2. Alexander Savage got 2. Mark the Blue got 2. Well done. Trick Cyclist was a bit late, but we'll give it him. Ray Ranson, number 2. Good player, Ray Ranson. So, well done. Right, okay, we are on to the final one before we wrap up this particular vlog. So this is it. I don't know what scores you're keeping. You be honest with yourselves and everybody else. You're keeping your own scores. So this is the final one. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. So you can start now. There you go. I will copy the photocopier next. So close. I'm too good at this. Martin Legend. Martin. We need a rag to verify the number of empty seats. We do. I'm sure there'll be one on. Ivor's not happy. Once I get on a winning streak, Andy, we'll say there's no prize. I said right at the very, very beginning, there is no prize. It's just a bit of fun. You need to listen, Alex. So, are we going for 1, 2, 3, or 4? This is the last one before we go. So, let's see. Jack Lee says 2. Catherine says 1. Leonard says 4. Martin says 2. Alex says 3. Shadow Rundown says 2. Could all depend on this, and you'll have to be honest with yourselves. Mark the Blue says 4. Mingyu Wong says 3. Ocean Ray says 2. My ears aren't that good. I'm old. Yeah, of course you are. You're a baby. So this could be the one, and you'll have to tell me your answers and be really honest. Be honest and post your answers out of 9. How many did you really get right? Because I can go back over it tomorrow and see who's lying and who isn't. Ivor's going for 2. I'm going to count you down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. That's it. So, That game, great memories. Trip cyclist Nicky Reed. Number 4 used to like Nicky Reed as well. Right, here you go. Was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? This is the answer, and here it comes. It was number 3. Sorry, I don't know what happened to that image there, but that's where it was anyway. It was number 3. Up in the top corner, Bubblegum's having a look at it. And obviously we've got Gabby getting his head on it. Bubblegum's watching it going into the net, or is going somewhere. Can't remember where it went, I'll be honest with you, but it is right in the top corner there, and it is number 3. So, who got number 3? Did anybody get number 3? Alexander Savage has been whining like a big girl's blouse about, and he's got it right. Mingy Wong's got number 3. Well done. But apart from that, there you go. Oh, Alex is happy. Ooh, there you go. So that's your little game for today. So give me your scores. Scores on the doors. Honest scores, please. So Pierre needs to step in. Martin, 6 out of 9. In his dreams. In his absolute dreams. He probably gets 6 out of 99, more like. So Leonard reckons he got 3 out of 9. Well done, Leonard. I drank too much, I'm seeing double now. Shadow got 3 out of 9. Martin, yeah, we're ignoring Martin. If you had to sell one, Leroy or Gabby? Difficult question. All good fun. Alex, I was at the game. Guess that's why I knew the answers. Yeah, I bet you were. Jack Lee got 1 out of 3. Oh, you missed 6 of them because you're cooking a meal. Well, that's a third. That's like 3 out of 9. So well done. Joking, the view was awful. Catherine, 2 out of 9. Mingy Wong got 3 out of 9. Chris Baker, 1 out of 9. That's what I wanted. So far, it's a draw. Nobody got 4. A few of you got 3 out of 9, so well done. But anyway, it was just a bit of fun at the end of the day. That's all it was about. But anyway, guys, listen, I've got to go. My lad today. Oh, hold on. What was that? Probably 4. Didn't keep count. Ocean Rage might have got 4. So maybe Ocean Rage was the winner. 3 for Trip Cyclist. Thanks, Martin. All the best. You thank you, Martin, for being at home playing FIFA with his kid. Alexander Savage, I'd say 5 out of 9. You reckon you got 5? I got none. Get stuffed. This was really fun, Andy. Well done. Thanks, Leonard. Hand me the trophy, Alex. Okay, we'll give it Alex in as though he was whining like a big girl's blouse before. Oh, what if I win? He won't give me a prize. Yes, you won. No, give it to Alex. Stop him crying. It's Andy Trick Cyclist, not me. By the way, well done to your lad. Yes, he got his first teaching job today. He had his interview and yeah, brilliant news. He got called back this afternoon to say he's got the job at Sixth Form College in Ashton. So excellent news. Have a good day tomorrow, mate. All the best. Thank you. I'll have a good day tomorrow. Cheers, Andy. Have a brilliant day tomorrow, Lech. Yes, it's my birthday tomorrow with Gabby Jesus. Thanks, Mingy Wong. Take care. Well done. Listen, guys, stay safe. And just look after yourselves, whatever you're doing. And the hashtag collection, bugger off you. I know you don't mean that. But anyway, listen, take care, whatever you do. I've got notifications coming in I have to deal with. So stay safe. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe, hit that bell icon, and make sure your notifications are set to public, not private. That way you'll be notified every day. Don't forget, thank you very much, Martin, for the last couple of nights. I had a bad day, and then yesterday I was busy with the accountant. So Martin took over, and I want to thank him for taking over last night's vlog. I come back today. Martin will be back tomorrow. And don't forget, later on, probably around about 8:30, there or thereabouts, I'm sure he'll let you know, Kiam is coming on to do another, I think it's episode 19 of the FIFA Live series. So fingers crossed. He did really well on that last one. 3 out of 3, fantastic. So don't forget to tune in, give him your support and the City team your support, because I'm not sure where he's at. Is he semis or is he catching up to Liverpool? I can't remember. But anyway, take care. What is it? Oh, Kiam's just said 8:30 p.m. FIFA. There you go. But Ivy says, stay safe, you wondrous blue cretins. And you, buddy. Just see if there's anything else. You should do more of these spot the ball games, Martin. Love how you do it. He's never done one. That's how funny it is. It's making me laugh. But anyway, I'm sure Martin will be doing some more videos in the very near future. But take care, guys. You've all been absolute superstars coming on the channel, supporting us. We do appreciate it. And even if it brings an hour's light relief in these very tiring, stressful days for everybody for all different reasons, but for all those frontline workers, people, not just the NHS staff who are doing a wonderful job, but those who are out every day on the streets, whether it be collecting bins, delivering shopping, delivering pharmaceutical supplies, medicines to homes, to people who work at the front line, in the police force, the prison service, the fire brigade, all of those frontline workers. We do appreciate it. We really do. And for all those in the footballing world, who want to sit on their hands and want to look after themselves, and it's all me, that we definitely won't forget in the future. But anyway, that's my last message. Take care. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to check in with Kiam later at 8:30 for the FIFA 19 live episode. But take care. We'll see you soon.